Alright guys, so we're doing a little bit different video today, and there is some drama in the drone world. And you can see that I have Botgrinder's video pulled up here. And it says, "Our influence ruining the FPV community." And this is criticism. And since a lot of the top guys are talking about criticism right now, I've got some criticism of my own, and I believe I got a right to speak about it. And I think influencers are ruining the FPV community in a bunch of different ways. And one of the ways is you got new reviewers out there that are genuinely trying to help people out and to pick a good product that are making nothing. And there's not been a light shine on them in 2024. And you may say, well, they done it from the start and made their own pathway, and you got to do it too. Well, they had a helping hand and a big community behind them to back them, kind of like Rotor Riot and other people, to actually push them in the right direction and actually shout out their videos and shout out their content and shine a light, you know. And that backing is not really there for new people in 2024 and 2023. And when you do start to do something and you do show evidence and you show data and stuff like that, there's not, he's got a point. It's more like, well, there's so many other reviewers out there, how do I know to trust him? And if you see people genuinely trying to help other people, you think that you'd want to shine a light on that. And because, especially at their subscriber count, that's got a lot to do with it. If somebody is below 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers and they're shining a light on helping people out in any way at all, then you know they're not making anything from the drone community at all. Nothing. And if they are, it's very minuscule. So by saying that you don't trust somebody that low in subscriber count because them getting paid, it's just not there. I can go through emails, me talking to Chinese distributors on drone parts, and show you that it's almost like pulling teeth trying to get something that you're not paying for to just review, because there is so many of them out there. And that's my criticism, is all these big guys, they had help and they're not shining, they're not paying it forward. They're not shining a light on these new people and new reviewers. They might be shining a light on new freestyle people, new pilots, but not new reviewers. And I don't see that hurting their channel. If anything, it would help their channel, because the subscriber base that these people are getting attention from you're going to get their attention also. It kind of like bounces off each other. But here another way that influencers are ruining FPV is we have people out there pushing drones that are junk, and some top guy, I'm not going to name names, but some top guys, it's not so much that they're doing it for money, it's more that the product they know they have, they know for a fact it's junk, for 100% fact that it's junk, and they continue to go ahead and push it. And I'm just going to give an example. And one thing that leads into the FPV community is like remote drones, like DJI, and something that's got a screen on it. That leads into FPV, and this is one of them that just drove me nuts. And I got to share it with you. And it's this drone right here. And I don't care if I ever get a drone from this company or not, to be honest with you. It's a box fan with a remote attached to it. And I seen a reviewer review this and act like it's the next best thing to DJI. And it had so many cuts in the footage that at least the editor knew that this thing was junk because of it flying around. I don't know if the person reviewing it actually reviewed the footage that they were taking, but there were so many jump cuts because it wasn't flying right. It didn't have stabilization, gimbal stabilization. And this hurts the FPV community because people are going to buy this junk and they're not going to move forward into buying FPV gear. You know, if they're saying, well, if this is the best and this is out, then the hobby's just not there. And I was at that point myself. I was at the point of saying the hobby wasn't there because I was going to all these top reviewers and I was building what they were saying was the best. I was getting the drones that they were saying that was the best. And I've reached that frustrating level of thinking it's not where it needs to be right now. It's very expensive to live paycheck to paycheck and then go and buy this so-called top drone and it be junk. And it was kind of hard to know who to trust and who not to trust when it come to watching reviews myself. But after looking through their channel and seeing and actually gaining some experience in the FPV world, I started seeing things add up, that I was getting good product and the people that were reviewing the products that were good for me, they had also. So that was one of the ways. So let's get into the drama though that's going on here. And but that's a couple criticisms that I have to say on Botgrinder's video here. So Botgrinder made this video and he's talking about pretty much the same thing as I was talking about, as far as people getting paid and pushing product and saying that, here, we'll just play the clip of what Botgrinder was saying.
was last year. His channel blew up pretty quick, so hopefully he's okay and just kind of over YouTube or something. But after that, we get to what most of you would consider an influencer. Those channels with over 100,000 subs that are generally cinematographers that found FPV, and they found a new way to sell you LUT packs and color palettes. Now, this isn't everyone. Looking this up, I found this dude Kai, and he seems super cool. Just somebody that enjoys his life, enjoys his job, and is just making some fun videos about it. I enjoy content like this for sure. But there are some channels out there that'll have affiliate links to every damn drone, and every drone is the best drone that you can buy this week. And that's just preying on the community. FPV can be super overwhelming when you start, and some people don't have anybody in real life that they can talk to about this or get recommendations from, so they'll turn to YouTube, and they want to be able to trust that person presenting the information that they're going to be getting a good deal and get something that's actually going to work for them. You know what I mean? Capitalism aside, is it morally okay to try to push somebody something that you know is a shitty product just because you make a little bit of money off that? And on the flip side, is it morally okay to try to sell a new pilot at an almost $600 drone, knowing full well that that shit's going to break the first time they fly it and they're not going to be able to fix it? Or the...
So, Botgrinder put this out, and Drone Camps seen his thumbnails up here, and Drone Camps decided that he was going to put a cease and desist out on Botgrinder, and we have other YouTubers now weighing in on this, and I found it interesting. I wanted to go over that also. So let's hear what Joshua Bardwell and Lumpy had to say about it.
Botgrinder did a video. Oh, now I feel like I'm like under pressure. Now I'm under pressure. Botgrinder did a video. Are influencers ruining FPV? It's actually really cool. I don't agree with everything Botgrinder said in this video, but that's okay. We're grown adults. I actually really enjoyed Botgrinder doing this kind of video essay format. It was really enjoyable to watch, and I actually think he's really good at it. I really like these videos where someone lays out the history of something for 15 minutes in a sort of an expository way. It was really good. And one of the things he did...
There are some channels out there that'll have affiliate links to every damn drone, and every drone...
There you go. That's it. He said there are some channels out there that'll have affiliate links to every damn drone, and babada, he put these thumbnails up. Well, it was
the best drone that you...
That's it. That's it. Well, guess what? Oh, did you respond to my comment? Okay. He got a cease and desist from... He got a cease and desist from... Yeah, I know. From Drone Camps. Sort of. Now, I want to tell you that I reached out to Drone...
What a cease and desist means is that he seen something that he thought was going to hurt his livelihood, and he's asking this person to stop, legally stop, and take down what he said, because it was going to affect his income. And it's a cease and desist is legally saying, hey, stop or I'm going to have to sue you. So we'll continue on what Joshua Bardwell replied to the cease and desist.
Camps, and said, bro, did you really do this? And he said, I'm not going to share the intimate details of our conversation, but I wanted to know, number one, did you really do this? Is this for real? Because I don't want to assume that it's real when it's like fake in some way and like badmouth you, because I'm totally going to badmouth you. And he was like, yeah, no, he confirmed it was real. And then I said to him everything I'm going to say to you. And I said, knowing all the things that I said, do you still feel like this is a course of action you feel committed to? And he, in short, said, yep. So, I want to be clear, I'm not talking out of school, I'm not talking behind anybody's back. I have had this conversation with Drone Camps privately. The cease and desist is bullshit. So the first reason it's bullshit, again, apologies parents if your kids are watching, but this is a swearing segment. The first reason it's bullshit is that it's actually just completely badly written. Statutory law of the state of Philadelphia prohibits the unlawful defamation of character or misrepresentation. For examples, refer to Exhibit A to this letter. The statements was Justin Davis saw the content on Botgrinder YouTube channel on February 17th at this link and is willfully misleading and without merit because blah blah blah. This is not grammatically correct. So I don't know what happened here. A lawyer didn't write this. I'm gonna guess that Drone Camps went to ChatGPT, asked them for a cease and desist letter, and then didn't proofread it because it's not even grammatically correct. But here's the thing. Defamation in the United States requires a false statement of fact, okay? The statement must be false, and only factual statements can be false. Statements of opinion cannot be defamation unless the opinion can be inferred to be based on facts, okay? So if I were to say, in my opinion, you have herpes, and that were to cause harm to you, that would be an opinion, but it's kind of a statement of fact. But what Botgrinder said basically was that some people just have, they're basically just shilling for drones, and they're not really very selective about what they put affiliate links to, and that's clearly a statement of opinion. Right? There is no factual basis for.
Well, I mean, Botgrinder said a little bit more than that. I mean, we just watched it, and Botgrinder said that, pretty much these people are ruining the FPV community. And I don't know, man. It's showing a light towards drone camps and saying, basically putting him in the title of ruining the FPV community. Well, I don't necessarily think drone camps is. I could see, you're being critical and talking about this, but I actually watched drone camps, and I felt good watching drone camps because the products that I was reviewing and actually seeing really good results on, Drone Camps was actually reviewing the same products and saying, pretty much the same thing as me. And when you got somebody that has no way at all even making money off affiliate links and giving you real product reviews, lining up with somebody else's, then it feels real good to find somebody that is kind of on the same path you are at the same time. Of course, Drone Camps has a whole lot more stuff than I could possibly imagine to have. I mean, I've seen a pile of drones that he's reviewed, and I'm just getting motors and frames and stuff like that. But no, I kind of felt good on watching some of his reviews because like he had a Nazgul with T-Motor Velox motors on it. Not the best T-Motor motors on it. They're budget motors, and on a drone that is pretty cheap. And both the Nazgul Evoke and the Velox V3, I got really great results on myself. So seeing that he was saying this is one of the top drones out there, and he's reviewed it on his channel a lot, it made me feel good about watching his views. I didn't feel like he was trying to push something on me because he got paid to push something on me. I also didn't feel like he reviewed stuff and just talked about it and never flew it like some people do. And but we'll go on with what Joshua Bardwell is saying here.
I think these people don't vet their things that they do affiliate links for sufficiently. So this cannot be defamation. In addition, Drone Camps is a public figure because he is a YouTuber, and YouTubers, I think, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I think they would meet the standard of a public figure. And if you're a public figure, the statement must be made with negligence or actual malice, which means that you would have had to know that the statement was false and say it anyway. And in other words, there is no legal basis for defamation here. This is a complete attempt at a bullshit scare letter. And I hate it. It's bullying. It's ineffective bullying. He didn't even go hire a lawyer to write a real C&D. It's crap bullying. It's not legally sound. And it makes him look like weak. It makes him look petty. It's a mistake. It's a mistake with the only downsides here for Justin Davis, Drone Camps. Because even if he was legally correct and then Botgrinder took the thing down, how much damage is that really doing? He is going to take a huge hit from this. I assume his inbox is full of people telling him to F off, to no positive effect whatsoever. This was a huge mistake. Huge.
Okay. So,
I said to him,
I think it'd been smart for him to stop right there, but it really gets a little bit more juicier than that, guys, because Bardwell goes on to say something else that I kind of disagree with. So let's continue.
I think you're making a huge mistake or something along those lines. So
I called him, did I call him Botgrinder? I think I meant Bardwell.
You know. Alright.
Just real quick, in case you didn't know, he posted your entire conversation and made another comment on his YouTube channel on his community page.
I mean, that's fine. I'm surprised to hear that, because that was private communication.
He said you're victim shaming, you hurt him, you put all this kind of shit.
Okay, I'm going to need extra time. So, that's fine. I generally don't say things in private that I wouldn't say in public, although obviously there are exceptions to that. And I'm not surprised or offended that I am surprised. I'm a little surprised that he shared that. I did not share the screenshots of our messages because I thought that would be inappropriate and disrespectful.
I put a link in the Discord for it, just leaving it.
He's just lost his freaking mind. He lost his freaking mind. Stand up for yourself when targeted.
Okay, so we need to watch this video. And he doesn't watch the video, so let's watch this video.
What's up, guys? Greetings from Oregon. So I just gotta put a little public word out there. Recently, we had a friend of ours who I've always been friends with for years on the channel make a video kind of slandering our business and
talking about Botgrinder
for reviewing bind and fly type quads, having an affiliate link. His opinion on that is that we're disingenuine because we offer affiliate links, he doesn't. So in the big scope of things, he's, if you look like a year ago, he put out a video about, our bind and fly is worth it. So this has been kind of a long campaign of his, sort of trying to make a lot of the affiliate guys out there, and there's a ton of channels out there that are, run with affiliate links or Patreon or whatever. So whatever your angle is, I mean, at the end of the day, you're trying to make money. So however you're making money or asking for donations, whether, you're calling it panhandling or whatever you want to call it, you're making money somehow. So, calling other channels that have affiliate link, disingenuine because we have affiliate links or we're trying to sell you or whatever. Somebody's always trying to sell you something. Don't ever forget that. When you're on YouTube, whether they...
I didn't really take it as that, though. He was saying affiliate links were bad. I took it as more as pushing something with an affiliate link knowing that it's completely crap is bad. And because I know Botgrinder uses affiliate links himself, I don't think he totally doesn't use affiliate links at all, and I think he is clear when he does have the affiliate link. He tells people he has an affiliate link, and I don't think it's like panhandling for money. So the way affiliate links work is it's not only a way to make money. These distributors and these manufacturers of these parts, this is a way for them to track your attention. That means if you're doing a review on a product and say it's by T-Motor and you put that link, that affiliate link in your description, and you click on that link, that means T-Motor sees where exactly it came from. They see who clicked on it from where. And if you're getting, thousands of clicks, this is important for people for reviewers, because it's saying that, well, the views that they're getting are actually checking out the links and actually checking out the product. And the reason why this is important, because they're going to send you more products, and you'll have this future collaboration, even if it's negative and people are still clicking on the product and buying stuff. They're still going to see that as a positive and send that person more products, and maybe even take a chance of even seeing if them clicking on it and not buying products, maybe even take a chance of making it better. But no, affiliate links basically just tracks the products that are being clicked from that page, and that way the reviewer can get more products. And it's really important for new reviewers like me and to get affiliate links, and because these companies can see that this person is getting clicks on the products that they reviewed, and maybe they will collaborate with them again, not just one time. So let's continue on what he's saying here.
I think one channel is more mainstream and the other one's more legit because they say a bunch of foul language in the video and they smoke pot the whole time. That's totally up to you. Like, whatever channel you decide to get with, that's cool. But for me, I'm going to stand up for the thing that I've been doing genuinely myself and giving you my time for the past 10 years on my channel. And I won't back down from that. And I will defend you and our channel right here. So, yeah, I'm not seeking litigation. We just ask that he remove our intellectual property, our thumbnails, from that video. So, simple. That's all we want. Have a good one, guys. And there is no sides to pick. It doesn't really matter in the big scope of things. I'm sticking up for myself. And that's what you should do too. You should always stick up for yourself, no matter what.
So, there's that video. And that's him talking about sticking up for himself because of all of these thumbnails that's came up. And his name wasn't mentioned, but if you look, drone camps, all these videos are from drone camps. So I don't know why he picked almost every single thumbnail coming from drone camp, but he decided to point him out than other people. And there are more people out there that put stuff out and are pushing bullcrap. that and knowing that it's complete junk. But let's go on. I think Bardwell goes a little too far, and we're going to go on and watch it.
Okay, you can stand up for yourself when targeted. So first of all, you are not being cyber bullied. This is the mildest of criticism. Like, how shallow, weak, and petty are you that you cannot take this extremely mild form of criticism? Like, right? You're not being cyber bullied. You are existing on the internet, and someone said something vaguely critical of you, and now you've lost your mind. You're like, be better. Be bigger. If you're Drone Camps RC, 196,000 subscribers, and you can't handle someone implying that you are, like, kind of maybe shilly, you're just unqualified for the job. But I'm gonna go look and see where's this fucking community page. Drone Camps community. Looks like Joshua Bardwell does not want Drone Camps to stand up for ourselves. After Botgrinder used our thumbnail images in his video, claiming reviewers with affiliate links are not genuine. Tell the victim to should be quiet or more harm will come to you. It will make you a target. This will hurt you. If you see a news story, oh, I see what happened. I said to him, Blunty, people are submitting this for the news, and I think we have to talk about it. I mean, I guess it's fair game. Did he share the whole thing? Did he share the whole conversation? No, he didn't share the whole conversation. He just shared the final message from me. Oh, thank you. Thank you for covering up my email address. Completely ineffectively, but it is public, so who cares? Yeah, I said we're going to cover this on the news, and I think you should know. Well, fuck, I'll just show the whole fucking conversation. Ooh, I am swearing. Wow. How am I doing, Blunty? 9:06. I got 4 more minutes. We're doing pretty good. I didn't know he was going to frickin' share our conversation. I feel like that should buy me more time. We'll see. It's my live stream. We can do it. So, fine. We're sharing emails, right? Is that, Blunty? Is that over the line? Like, he's sharing my emails? Does that open the door for me to share the whole conversation?
100%.
100%? Okay. If you say
because he didn't include context. Like, the problem with this, the problem with what he's doing is he's sharing a private conversation he didn't tell you about, and he's not sharing context or his replies or anything that happened in the conversation. So to me, that's extremely disingenuous.
2 wrongs don't make a right. If it's wrong for me to share this, then I want to do the right thing. I don't give a fuck. But it sounds like you
to clear up the conversation. Yeah. I mean, that's
so. Here's the whole conversation. I said, did you send the C&D to Botgrinder, or is it fake, or what? People are submitting it to the news. Oh no, I've shared my email on the internet. People are submitting it for the news. I'd like to get your side of whatever that is. He says he wouldn't respond. I was just wanting him to talk. No legal action at this point. Case causes much pain, suffering, subscriber loss, hate, reputation harm. We want him to remove the defamatory video and our IP from his video. Not threatening court. You are threatening court. That's what a C&D is. I don't think a news item will help us. I think it will further the hate. Oh, yeah. I'd like to keep this between him and me, but he refuses to talk to me. Public bashing is not nice. Okay? Love to chat about it sometime. I'd appreciate you not fanning the flames, though. It was supposed to be private. Listen, you dumb... Oh, no, let's not get personal. When you send someone a cease and desist letter, they're not going to keep it private. How? Like, just... Where's your head at? Where's your head at? That any part... Like, how did you think this would go? That he's going to keep it private?
This is the most entitled conversation. This is the most entitled BS I've ever seen in my life. I had a problem. I shared a thing. Nobody should have shared it. It should have all been private. Who gives a fuck? Do exactly what I want. Fuck you. That's exactly what he's doing. He's putting himself in a position of being a victim and then saying everybody else is wrong because he's a victim. So no matter what you do, no matter how you reply, no matter what you respond, it's all everybody else's problem except the victim in this case. We're not idiots. We're not 10. We're not stupid. We can all see the context of the situation, the video that came out, what was in the video, and your reply. If somebody shares that, that's your problem. You sent it, you idiot.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
This is so stupid. This is so entitled. Grow up. Go to a fucking... If you need to go to a therapist, go to a therapist. This is not proper behavior. This is insane behavior. And you need to take a look at what you're doing, go back to the drawing board, and figure out what you're doing. Do you even want to have a channel? Are you doing it because you have to? You need money for your family? Because that's what you said in the past? Then that's a problem. Because you're doing something you hate. Because that's what it seems like. Because that's why you respond like this, right? Why else would you respond like this? You're a YouTuber. You have 200,000 subscribers. What kind of messages did you think Bardwell has gotten? What kind of videos have been made about Bardwell? This is ridiculous. It's absolutely setting a double standard to every other person in the entire YouTuber community because you're special. It's total BS.
It's total BS. So,
well, I mean, I don't know. And the reason why I left the live chat out on this is because I want you to make your own opinion about this. I don't want you to just take this side of the story or one side of the story. I want you to actually make your own opinion about this. And I don't know. I mean, I can kind of see that you see your name, your channel posted all over Botgrinder's. You know, it's a lot of people watching that. I know it's not as much as Bardwell, but Botgrinder has got a big following, and he didn't just post thumbnails of everybody. He posted a whole clip of thumbnails of one person. I don't know. I don't know if I'd make a cease and desist, but you know, I'd at least say, dude, what's up, man? Why am I being targeted here? But no, I understand where they're coming from on criticism, but let's continue on. It gets a little bit more juicier.
Fortunately, the C&D was supposed to be private, and Botgrinder shared it. How mean of him. We are getting hordes of online harassment, and I said, no shit you are. What did you think would happen? That was just my honest, off-the-cuff reply. Public defamation and harassment hurts people's business and rep. I said, let me be open with you about my take. And this is the message he shared. I said, this is a huge mistake. And I say this was me going to him and saying, I'm going to be open with you about how I feel about this, because if there comes a time when I make a public statement, these are the kind of thoughts that I have, and I want to make sure you've heard them from me in private and had the chance to respond before I say them in public. I did not go just release a video about this. Even if you had grounds for a defamation suit, it would be a mistake to pursue this. It makes you look like a bully. It calls more attention to the video and makes you a target. Then we can talk about the legal case, which I talked about already. In every possible way, you are working to your own detriment by sending the cease and desist. There is no upside for you here at all, not legally, not financially, not in terms of your reputation or your social capital. There are only downsides. On a personal level, you look like a bully, using legal threats to stifle speech that's critical of you, and you're doing it against somebody that I consider a friend. And I want you to know that I will express these same opinions when we cover the story on the news. And I had to word this very carefully because I didn't want it to sound like a threat. I didn't want that. And if someone says, I just want you to know, I'm going to do something that's bad for you, it sounds like a threat. But I also needed to say, these are my thoughts, and these are the things that I will express, and I don't want to shit on you without having given you the chance to respond and letting you know.
No, what you said was, Botgrinder's my buddy, and I'm fixing to throw you under the bus, is what you said. But needless to say, let's keep on going.
How I feel. If there are any additional developments between now and Tuesday that might affect my interpretation of the story, then I will take that into consideration. In other words, if you want to stop being a dumbass and wind this back, there's still a chance. My personal recommendation is that you make a public statement withdrawing the C&D, explain that it was a mistake, and try to look like somebody who is able to take criticism without getting offended, instead of somebody who resorts to legal threats at the smallest slight. Again, very difficult to thread the needle of not sounding like I'm like making a threat or making.
Yeah, if you're taking legal action by something that somebody else has said, that is a little too far. But it, you know, kind of, it was in private. Well, no, I guess it wasn't in private because he actually told everybody. But let's continue on.
An ultimatum, but also just on a personal level, I think you're fucking up, and this is the thing you should do that will make it right for you. And then, okay. He said, I wanted to remove reference to our intellectual property, and I said, I understand that you want that. There's no legal basis for you to demand that, and doing so makes you look petty and weak. Having people take shots at you comes with being a creator. You are taking the bait, and you are amplifying what was a forgettable call-out into a battle of two titans. The only thing you're doing is making people who are ambivalent about you decide they don't like you, etc. We're almost on the end of this, but I thought it was worth it because apparently he's the victim here. What does the chat say, Blunty? Are they done with this? Are they down? Are they all about it?
I wouldn't say so.
All right. What does the chat have to say? Cue some. Comments up for me. What do we got?
All right, so we're going into the chat comments right here, and I don't really care what the chat comments are saying. I'd rather you get your own opinion on this and everything. And but he's fixing to go a little bit too far on this, and I just think there's a clear point of going too far on this. So we'll continue.
We shit on people for no reason. We're here to have a conversation about this.
I think what you're saying is saying like this is idiotic behavior. You're being dumb. Is different than just like bullying, cyberbullying, and brigading. And I would be appalled if people from my live stream then went and like brigaded him or cyberbullied him. In other words, he's trying to play the victim when he is the bully. Do not make him into the actual victim by going over there and actually cyberbullying him. Do not do that. Do not do that.
Freaking advertisement.
If you see a news story coming out, it may be one-sided. You son of a bitch. It's not one-sided. I talked to you and gave you the opportunity to say your piece. It's not one-sided. You just didn't like the way it came out. You will determine whose side JB is on. JB states Bot is his friend. I am on Botgrinder's side, both because he's my friend and because he is in the right, and you are in the wrong. Watch our channel subscribers suffer because they fanned the flames of hate. You did this to yourself! We were slandered in Bot's latest video. You were bad-mouthed. That's not the same. You were barely bad-mouthed. Go ahead.
All right, we should have a meta conversation now. This is a conversation I want to have, and I'm curious to know what the chat says, because I bet I know what they're going to say, and I don't know that they're going to agree with me.
Okay.
I don't think this is news.
Yeah, it's news.
Oh, yeah?
Definitely is.
I don't think this belongs on the news. That's correct.
I mean,
yeah, it does.
I see why you would say that. I mean, at this point, it doesn't need to go on the news, because now that we've got a live stream clip that is... I mean, I think it deserves to be addressed, if only because I don't like someone bullying. Blunty, I recorded a reply to this because I was like,
this is news. I mean, if you want to say their actual news is news, then this is news, because I mean it's like tabloids. It's all hearsay and everything. It's juicy drama like TMZ, but in the drone world. So yeah, this is newsworthy.
This guy's being shitty. He's being shitty in a way that gets my hackles up, and he's doing it to somebody that I consider on some level a friend. Like, I don't want to overstate like how much Botgrinder loves me, but yeah. And so like that was 2 strikes. I recorded a response and didn't publish it because I was like, you know what? So no, but I think it does need to be addressed, especially now. And well, we have a live stream clip for the live stream clips, Jen.
Cool.
All right, great. Okay, well, Anything else in the chat? Anything else in the chat that needs to be replied to?
I mean, there's a lot, not necessarily that needs to be replied to, but people are feel some type of way about this. That's for sure.
I would say that if you want to demonstrate your disapproval, then silently unsubscribe.
That's where he's went too far.
Don't go argue.
I totally disagree. I think that's where he's went too far, is by telling people to unsubscribe from his channel. I think Bardwell has went too far on that. Don't have much respect for that, using your viewership and using your subscriber base and basically telling them to unsubscribe from somebody we clearly know that he is trying his best to make reviews and be honest about them, or at least puts that persona out, and I think he's trying to be honest about them. A lot of the same things that Botgrinder say can be said about, you know, most top YouTubers. So that's where I think he's went too far, is by saying unsubscribe. But
with him, don't go call him names. Don't go cyberbully him. Take the high road, which is what he's not doing. Just let his analytics reflect the responses. And I have to say, I'll say one more thing, and then we'll wrap up. We've gone a little bit long than I intended, but I didn't know it was going to go this way. I have to think that he's in a bad spot. I don't know, but like, either he's just a really sort of petty person who just overreacts to slights. I don't know if he has a history of doing this, but for him to react to what is, like, people in Botgrinder's comments were like, where did he even mention drone camps? Like, they thought, well, some of the at least two of the commenters were like, man, drone camps really called himself out, because Botgrinder said shill's gonna shill, and he said a C&D. They didn't even know he was referenced. It's less than a half a second that he's on screen, and it moves on. And so for him to react like this and double down and triple down makes me wonder if he's losing subscribers or losing revenue and really worried about his future, and he feels like he has to do this. And if he is in a bad spot, then I feel for him. I would say that.
Alright, we're going to stop it right there, guys. And, you know, like I said at the beginning of this video, there is influencers running the FPV community. And one of the things that haven't been mentioned here is, you know, you got people coming out saying that, you know, a drone motor is a motor is a motor. You can look up that title and see who exactly said that. And knowing for a fact that that's wrong. There is motors out there that are better than other motors. There's different KV. We've went on my channel and we've showed people talking about how you can get the same size motor at the same KV and not see a difference. Well, that's bullshit. I've got, in my collection right here, I've got, you know, at least 10 to 15 different types of the same KV motor from different companies. And I've showed on my channel that there is a difference. There is a major difference. And some of these top motors out there are bad. And I'm sure it reflects on every drone part. You know, like cameras and everything. You know, there's different cameras. Everybody knows there's different cameras, and they've got different quality, and they show different results. It's the same thing with motors. Same thing with frames. It's the same thing with receivers. Same thing with everything. So, by saying that a motor is a motor is a motor, it is basically saying that these people that are reviewing motors, they're invalid. And I think that's ruined the FPV community, because these reviewers are actually showing their results, and you can't just go and buy any freaking motor and expect it to be like any other company. I mean, go on Amazon and buy their cheapest motor, and fly it around hardcore and see for about a week, and tell me it's still a good motor. And then go and buy a T-Motor V-Lox and fly it for a week and do the same exact thing, and tell me the same KV does the same thing. The only reason why I can think somebody would even come out with that context and say that is because they've reviewed the product only one time, or theorized about it and not really reviewed the product and not put it through its paces and put it back on their shelf. And I think that a reviewer reviewing a product needs to at least use the product for a couple of weeks and fly it on a daily basis. And I know that's a lot to do. It's a whole lot to do. But you want to be fair to the community, then the products that you're reviewing, that you're pushing, that you're saying, you know, that's good up there, then freaking put it through its paces. Show people what it actually does when you run it into the freaking ground. Not just a bench test and you know, saying, well, my data is backed up by this other guy, not by my results of flying it. No, you need to put it through its paces, and there's people out there doing that, and there's people out there they're making durability. It doesn't help me out to receive a motor or buy a motor and run it into the ground and put it on a video. I mean, if anything, I'm taking a risk of losing money. So there are actual viewers that actually run stuff so hard that they crash and put that data out. And I'm one of them. And these people need to be shining a light on these type of people putting these type of reviews out. You know, just like when they started, like Rotor Riot, they all had a big group. You know, where is that that camaraderie? How do you say camaraderie? Whatever you call it, comrades. We need to come together as a hobby and support each other, not saying unsubscribe from this guy, you know. Yeah, I understand he took legal action. He shouldn't have took legal action, but you shouldn't be saying unsubscribe from him, because you know, there are things that each and every one of us do that somebody can pick on and criticize and say bad things about, and nobody's better than another reviewer out there, unless they are actually pushing shit out that they know is crap for 100% fact and editing the video to make it look good. And I honestly don't think Drone Camps, Joshua Bardwell, or Botgrinder is doing that. But there are people on the community pushing crap like this, pushing crap like this, pushing crap like this. This is not the next best thing to DJI. It's bullshit. This stuff is junk. I don't care if I ever get one of these drones here. You know why? Because I know it's junk. And, you know, Botgrinder's trying to shine a light on people ruining the community because they're pushing junk like this. Well, I don't think Drone Camps is one of them, but that's my opinion. I've watched his stuff and noticed that we kind of click on a lot of things and agree with a lot of things. And you know, something that does kind of bite my ass is watching people review stuff and never fly it. I mean, there's people that do that. They actually talk about it on the bench and show a frame off and never put it in the air to know if it's actually durable or not. And then they go and down the little guy that's trying to make a pathway into reviewing products and helping people out in the future. And I don't know, I think that should be flipped around, where they need to be spotlighting people, new reviewers, and hoping one day that they catch traction and actually be as big as they are, because they might have dreams that are bigger than yours, like helping the FPV community out with a park, or inventing something new for the FPV community that you haven't seen before, because they have the skill to do stuff like that. So that's the nice, juicy stuff going on in the drone community, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to say, don't unsubscribe for anybody. This is just freaking TMZ. This is what this is. This is juicy content for these guys, and they're having fun. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.